I stand before you to tell you that this community is safe again. We are extremely, unequivocally confident that we have the person who is responsible for these tragic crimes on these three churches.
The suspect is Holden Matthews, and tonight he sits in the St. Landry Parish Jail charged with 3 counts of arson to a religious building. A judge has denied bond. Let's head out live to Marcel Fontenot. She leads our team coverage tonight from St. Landry Parish. Marcel?
Hey, Jan, let me first set the stage for you as to where we are. We are in what was the sanctuary at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church, right here over my shoulder. What was the altar? Folks gathering here Sunday after Sunday for over 100 years as a place of worship, now left in a pile of rubble. You know, today, State Fire Marshal Butch Browning, in the midst of that news conference that was held earlier today, says that the threat is now gone. Here's what we know about Holden Matthews. His father is a St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Deputy, but he's not involved in this crime, nor a part of this investigation. Investigators are focused on the possibility that Matthews was involved in what's called black metal, which was connected to several church fires in Norway in the 1990s. They're looking at that as a possible motive, and federal authorities are still investigating any hate-related motive, meaning Matthews may face other charges later. You know, the state fire marshal says Matthews' arrest is the result of what he called old-fashioned follow the evidence police work to solve this crime. Our Chris Welty has spent the day researching just how authorities identified Holden Matthews. Chris joins us from live outside the St. Landry Parish Jail, where Matthews is in custody tonight. Chris.
Marcel, investigators are staying tight-lipped about specific details in this case and how they knew Holden Matthews was their suspect. Tonight, KATC investigates obtaining the arrest affidavit, giving chilling insight into the specific details leading up to those church fires and the tools investigators used to zero in on Matthews. The arrest affidavit filed at the St. Landry Parish Courthouse gives new insight into the 3 St. Landry Parish church fires.
We've got extraordinary probable cause, in my view, to number one, quickly take this person off the street and to assure this public that that threat is now not there.
The affidavit says 21-year-old Holden Matthews purchased gas cans, shop towels, and a lighter from Walmart in Opelousas less than 3 hours before the first church fire was reported.
This case is a textbook example of successful traditional boots-on-the-ground law enforcement coupled with the science of fire and fire investigation, and finally modern-day technology. That's how this case was solved.
Investigators say Holden was caught on store surveillance making the purchase. The cashier asked him to provide ID, which he did. Investigators later able to obtain a copy of the receipt with his birth date printed on it. Detectives also reviewed cell tower data, which shows Matthews' cell phone in the area of the church fires.
It's a very labor-intensive job, but it was expertly executed.
Just a few years ago, in 2016, there were several fires of prominent locations here in the Opelousas area. Do we believe that Mr. Matthews is connected to any of those fires at this time?
Part of our team has been looking into past unsolved arsons in this region. We don't believe that at this point, but we have been vetting that to your question.
Governor Edwards, though, calling Matthews' acts evil.
Hate is not a Louisiana value, and violence has no place in our communities. We are better than this, and this is a reflection of one depraved individual. It is not a reflection on the state of Louisiana.
And investigators say this case is far from over. More charges could come tonight. Holden Matthews remains in the St. Landry Parish Jail. His bond hearing is set for May 2nd. Marcel?
Alrighty, thank you, Chris. Continuing our team coverage, Danielle Garcia joining me here at Mount Pleasant. And you were here with the pastor, Pastor Gerald Toussaint, as he took his first steps back into this, which is now rubble, but once was his sanctuary where he preached to his congregation Sunday after Sunday. I'm sure an emotional time for the pastor. What was the takeaway as you walked through this sanctuary with him today? Yeah, Marcel, well, as we were going through, you know, he was so emotional, holding back tears and seeing from the pews that people once prayed at and to the Bibles that people once read. He was just so emotional, and something I've heard the Mount Pleasant pastor say over the past few weeks, days really, is from the darkness will come the light. And today he says he feels that light because they finally have some closure.
Why? My question is why? Why would you do this? What you get out of this? I'm just glad it's over so we can rebuild.
And while the pastor reflected on this whole situation, he said when the church burned down, it was such a rainy and gloomy day. But today, when the suspect is finally in custody, it's been a bright and sunny day, and their faith is stronger than ever. All righty. Thank you, Danielle. You know, when you think of churches, you often think of the building, but the heart of the church is the people who come in week after week, time after time, to pray and worship here. You know, one of the connections between the three burned churches here in St. Landry Parish is their history. All churches in existence in this parish for over 100 years. We talked to a gentleman, Mr. Horace Smith, who's 90 years old. He's the oldest member of Greater Union Baptist Church, which is the second church that burned here in St. Landry Parish. He says the church burnings bring back memories of when he used to have to hide during the civil rights era. He says he never thought he would see the day when that kind of hatred struck again.
Oh boy, when I got the news, it was vexing. I couldn't hardly take it. I just had to sit in one place and rock. It was nervous, I tell you that much.
Well, you know, so many groups and organizations around Acadiana, we're doing what we do best, coming together in times of tragedy, getting together and helping to raise money, stepping up, taking collections and donations to help the rebuilding and recovery process for these three churches. If you'd like to help, the 7th District Baptist Association has set up a GoFundMe page that will benefit all three of the churches affected in these arsons. We have a link to that at KATC.com. You know, today Governor Edwards was a part of the news conference speaking to the people of Louisiana. And another question that is being asked tonight, are there any other suspects? We'll have those two details and much more coming up for you at 6 o'clock. Live in St. Landry Parish, Marcel Fontenot, KATC TV3.